Hello everyone and welcome back to Heavy Brown, the best tower crane channel on YouTube. I'm getting ready to finish off a footing and I'm just getting that window, tight and perfect. Making sure my radio's on. You can see the drivers cleaning out the chute there. I'm tinkering with the AC. Yes, these amazing cranes have air conditioning. And I got called up, so it's time to get going. The bucket's lifting up away from the truck. That's perfect. I come up faster and faster on the hoist. My phone starts ringing and I ignore it because obviously you're going to concentrate on the 10,000 pounds of concrete you have on the hook. Going over this T footing. Guess why we call it a T footing? And now you can start to see the footing, the pad footing that I'm about to pour. This is a large footing. I think I already drained 3 trucks in here, and this is truck number 4 that I'm just starting. So that means each truck is 9 meters at least. They used to be 10 where I normally work, but here I think they're only 9. So that's 27 meters already, and I'm just getting to the top layer, it looks like. Because obviously that rebar that you have to see, needs to be completely covered. Little right hand for the catch, and a little trolley in, a little trolley out, a little right hand tap again. Oh, little back, little in, and boom. The bucket is dead center, not moving at all. Now, there's a little bit of a technical difficulty here, so I don't get to show you placing that first bucket of concrete. But don't worry, the next ones you do get to see. So, I'm coming back into the truck here. Now you want to have a good amount of speed coming down if you can. Obviously, it's really, tough to do as a beginner to get that placement exactly right, to come into such a small spot where there's, expensive equipment and people on the ground. But we do it. The driver swings his chute out from the truck and the bucket is exactly where it needs to be. And just like that, we start filling up the bucket. These concrete pours have to be done efficiently because after all, concrete is a time-sensitive material. It is a chemical reaction that induces stress.
That was the first bucket from this truck, right? We'll get it with this truck, you figure, right?
And of course I get no response. Not of course, but when you use radios for communication.
I figured. That's what I figured.
Like I was saying, when you use radios for communication, you're gonna lose a certain amount. 100% of what you say will not get through. On the ground, it's loud, there's machines working and moving. This concrete pour is not the only activity that's going on site. There's a lot of things going on. There's rock crushers, excavation, blasting, drilling, forming. Oh gosh, all sorts of stuff going on. So when people don't respond, you just gotta go, well, I guess he was listening to something or talking to someone and he didn't hear me. It's all good. So over the footing, over that vertical rebar, I gotta come up over that. See, there's a drill right there, and there's my guy. Now I'm gonna start coming down. I'm worried about catching the swing. I'm not so much worried about being bang on yet. What I'm worried though about is, catching the motion so that I'm not all over the place. I'm going to the right so that I can catch it, and also so that I'm clear of my guy. I'm looking at him for the signal that he's at the correct height. Boom, there it is. He takes a couple steps to get away from the bucket and towards that handle, and he starts dumping because the bucket is right where he wants it. He's saying, come down a bit for me, come down a bit for me. He says that's good there. And now he's saying, oh, I want it this way, I want it this way. So I start going this way with the bucket, He likes it. It's getting a little high for him. Yeah, he's calling me down again a little bit. And this is kind of the dance you do when you're a concrete placer working with a tower crane. It's definitely not easy work. It's definitely tough to get good. That bucket weighs an incredible amount of weight. It's very hard to handle. So he has to communicate it to me and at the same time be manhandling it quite a bit. And I mean, that was pretty much textbook. You can see how, more of the rebar is getting covered. And just like that, as soon as the bucket's empty, I'm coming up, I'm making sure I'm not snagged on anything. But, my job is now to get back to the truck as fast as possible, to get more concrete in the bucket and get back to that footing so that the concrete can be placed efficiently. It needs to be placed efficiently, or it doesn't finish nice. So after I figure I'm bang on, I start going faster. I come down a little wide of the truck. My guy gets his hands on. I get down to almost touching the ground, and I drop it when it's in the right place. Oh!
Too close, man.
So I think it's too close because he's going to be pouring right over my hook. You don't want to pour concrete all over your hook. You want to keep that clean of concrete. So I'm going to come up just a little touch. Yeah, there it is. Pop her back down, buddy. Oh, yeah. Now, the chute can pour right into the bucket. My buddy's being a funny guy down there. Oh yeah. The chute can now pour right into the bucket without any concrete getting all over my lifting hook. You want to keep your lifting hook clean because there's chemicals in the concrete that can deteriorate the strength of your hook. That's why you always gotta clean your business. That's the placer. He's saying, hey, put some water in that concrete. I need it wet. It's too hard to place down here. So my guy on the ground there will communicate that to the truck driver, and the truck driver will add a little water for us. Nobody tell the concrete tester. Isn't that just nice and smooth? God, I love it. Looks so nice. These are really incredible machines. God, I love them. So I'm coming out and down, and then as I get more bang on, I let her rip down because I probably got, 60 feet or more to go. Coming down fast. Now I'm looking to him as a reference. I'm looking at the shadows also as a reference. And there's that hand signal that I'm waiting for. And now I'm just gonna try to kind of follow the edge of the concrete where it's been placed and where it needs to go. He told me to come down a little bit there, so I did that. Now I see that hand signal, I'm following that. And now he sees it goes where he wants. Boom, he's emptying out that bucket faster and faster to really place that concrete quickly. Bucket's empty. I start to pull up right away. You go slow at the start because maybe you're hooked on something, but after you're in the clear, you rip her up, baby. Time to get back to the truck. Let go of that hoist. Now it's just all swing and trolley. And I start my hoist down because I'm over that T-footing clearly. When you first start operating, it's hard to mix all your functions together. It just seems like a lot. But to be efficient, you want to be mixing all three functions at the same time. I got a little bit of a swing here. Let's see how I handle it. I'm going to time it so as it swings left away from the truck, I'm going to drop it and get almost to that level. And then as it swings back, I'm going to drop it faster. Boom. Right where it needs to be, so that driver can get his chute right over top of the bucket. Oh yeah, it's a little bit over the middle bar, but that's okay. Not a big deal. See, because he's pouring it to the left of the hook. The driver knows not to pour right over the hook. So he's doing us a nice solid. And, you know, just doing a fine job himself. Oh yeah. See, now I'm going to start to come up. Even though no one's called me up, you know, the bucket has 10,000 pounds of concrete in it. There's 10,000 pounds now in the bucket. So I can come up a little bit on the hoist just to put some tension in the line, but it's not gonna lift up the bucket. On my computer screen right there, I have weight readings. So I know how much weight I have. So I could put 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6,000 pounds on, and I still won't even come close to lifting that bucket up. Now I'm giving her gas. See how I'm already in full swing? Only like, you know, I've only been up a little bit. Oh, it's swinging out to the left. Maybe I was a little too wild on my swing. No, looks like I'm catching it. Oh yeah. See, it doesn't, if you're an experienced guy, you don't need to worry too much about losing, you know, your swing, because you know how to catch it. If you don't know how to catch your swing, then it's a problem when you lose it. But if you know how to catch it, it's NBD, as in no big deal. I got a different guy placing. They switched it up on me, but that's all right. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing. Oh yeah, I got the bucket where he wants it. As concrete comes out of the bucket, I come down on the hoist because I need to compensate for that weight that's coming off of the crane. And I pretty much just go back and forth, you know, generally where I need to, in the absence of hand signals. Because we both know what we need to do. We need to cover that rebar, and we need to bring it up to height. You see that other guy right there? He's vibing, making sure we got no air pockets in that concrete. And it really doesn't take much time to place a full 2-meter bucket. You just get it out of that bucket, get it in the footing, you vibe it down, and then once it dries a little, you can finish her off with some power. Well, it's only a footing, right? So the only place we're worried about being nice and flat and perfect is where we're gonna land form panels. Other than that, it's just getting covered by dirt and backfill. Sorry, I had bacon and eggs earlier this morning. Here I go, coming to my guy at the truck. He's ready in his power stance, looking great. I'm making sure, as I'm less confident in my position, you know, of the bucket relative to the truck, I'll go more slowly. And you can see that I have a little bit more swing there than I like to have. I didn't come into the truck, you know, my best. So I take it a little bit more slow, and I rely a little bit more on my guy on the ground helping me out, getting that bucket exactly where I need to go. But if I'm so off to the point where I think I'm gonna hit the truck or I'm over top of someone directly, I'll just, you know, stop. That's always the solution. You can always just take your hands off the controls and stop if you need to. Looks like this is the end of the truck. Yeah, look at my guy on the ground there cleaning all the truck's empty. So I only got a little bit in there. You know, probably doesn't make sense for me to go to the footing with only this little amount of concrete. Waste of a trip.
You want to wait for the next truck, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the next truck.
Yeah, so he tells me, just wait, we'll get this truck out of here, I'll back up the other truck, get you full, and then we'll send you away. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.